In this video, I'm gonna show you step by step how to create a YouTube intro like this one.
You can't go back, that ass back. You can't go back, that ass so.
Here I am in canva.com, and for today's project we're gonna use Canva Pro. So if you have a Canva free account and still would like to create a YouTube intro like the one I just showed you, I'm gonna leave you guys a 45-day Canva Pro free trial in the description. Okay, to start with, we're gonna search for YouTube intro on this search bar. So YouTube intro and hit enter. From here you can start by using any of these templates available in Canva, but for this tutorial I'm gonna use a blank document. So let's go for this option. For this intro, I'm gonna use some animations already available in Canva. So let's go to the video section on the left hand side. You will see this section in here, and we're gonna search for color animation. In here you will find many animations that you can use on your own YouTube intro. So I really like to go and spend some time in the video library because you can find really cool stuff that will make your videos look very professional. So yeah, I like to spend time and see whatever is available in here. I like to hover with my mouse and see the different animations that Canva offers us in here. As I said at the beginning of this tutorial, we're gonna use a Canva Pro for this project because many of the elements, or I will say that I think all of the elements that we're gonna use today are available for Canva Pro users. And you can tell by this little crown label on the videos that we're gonna use today. So for this intro, we're gonna use 3 different animations. So the first one is this one that we see here. Let me show you the name of this animation. It is called Rainbow Color Animation, and I'm gonna bring it to my empty page by just dragging it, and Canva will take it to the background of my page. Okay, from here I'm just gonna use a section of this animation. I'm not gonna use it all, so I'm gonna use the beginning, and I guess I'm gonna use just about 1.1 second of this animation. So I'm using this guide to be able to position myself on 1.1 and then right click, split image. On this first section, I'm gonna add a keyword. So I do suggest that you use keywords that represent or describe the content that you share on your own YouTube channel. So in our case, in our channel, we create tutorials to teach you about design, video editing, animations. So I think I would like to integrate these keywords on this YouTube intro. So on the first section, I'm gonna add the keyword design. If you want to add a text box to this video, go to the left menu and open the text section. From here, you can add a heading and add your keyword. So in my case, it's design. Gonna make this text box bigger, and from here you can also change the font, the size, color, and you have some other tools that you might also find interesting. In my case, I'm gonna use animate because I want to add an animation to this text box. So I think the one that is going to look good, it is this animation called breathe, because it's just the beginning of my intro, so I want the text to appear slowly. And then if you see, after my cut, after 1.1 second, when I go to the next section of the animation, we see another scene of the animation. So we see this circle appearing and the bubbles around it. So I'm gonna add another text box that can go inside this blue or this green circle. I don't know what color do you see in there. I will call it light blue circle. Okay, let's add another text box. So we can go again to text and add a heading. On this text box, I'm gonna add another keyword. So let's say video editing. I'm gonna change the color to white. And again, I'm gonna stretch the text box. And let me move my guide to see if it is inside the circle. So it is. I'm gonna break this text box into two and make it slightly bigger. So let me check again. Guess I'm gonna move it upwards. Okay, so I guess this is a good position. Now let's go to animate. And this time we're gonna use a different animation. You will find it under the category called bold writing. This one is bounce. So we're gonna use it as both. So we see the animation happening when the scene starts and when the scene disappears. So let me go back. We're gonna use bounce, both. And in here we can select if we want either the animation to be applied on each character or in each word. I'm gonna use the word animation because I think character can be a little bit too much as we already have a lot of things going on in the background. Okay, this is looking great, but I'm gonna reduce the length of this second section of the intro because I believe 12 seconds is already too long for a YouTube video format. So let me reduce the length, and I think I'm gonna leave it around 3.1. Let me see. I'm gonna check, and 3 seconds might be too long. I want people to be able to read the keyword, but I think 3 seconds is already a lot. So I'm gonna try with 2 seconds. Let me see how everything is looking. Yeah, I think this is fast, but we can still read it. Now I'm gonna work with another animation. So let's go back to videos and let's use this time this animation right here. Let me show you the title. This one is called Cartoon Colorful Animation. Let's bring it to this plus icon to create a new scene on our video. Now let me show you what is happening on this animation. So let's press play. Yes, okay, so what I'm looking in these animations when I'm trying to find the perfect animation for a YouTube intro or any animation like this one is to have obviously like some cool animations going on, but also, let me show you here. We have one space in the animation in which we can insert some text. So I like that we have this plain color for a couple of seconds. And then we see another animation coming in, and later we're gonna see again this plain color and again some animations happening. So what we're gonna do is to split the video right when we see the plain color appearing. So somewhere here, then right click, split page. So now we have the section of the animation separated, and then we're gonna separate the section where we want the keyword to appear. So I guess we can cut here right when the animation starts happening. We're gonna split the video right here. So this section right here, it is the section where we're gonna add our text box. Let's go to text and add a heading. Okay, in this text box, I'm gonna add the keyword animations. and I want all my text boxes to have a white color, so let's change the color. For this one we are also going to use an animation, so this time let's go to animate and we're gonna use a different animation. So let's go again to the bold writing section and let's find the skate animation. We're gonna leave the animation on both and we're gonna change the direction to the right. Okay, so let me see again the animation. Okay. So I'm gonna show you why I selected the animation moving. So we used, let me go back, let's select the text box, and I used animation direction to the right because when I see the animation, all these purple shapes are moving to the right. So I want the text animation to also enter going to the right. So that's why I selected that direction. And then when the animation is leaving, is going to the left, and we also see a shape entering and moving to the left. So it is also important that when you are selecting the animations that you apply to the text, that you select the direction that is going to work with the animation in the background. Okay, let's continue. And let's see again what is happening on this section of the animation. I'm gonna move my guide because we see a lot of things happening in here. I don't want to add text to this section of the animation, so I'm gonna split again the video right when we see the blue section appearing. So somewhere here, I think we can start adding our text. So right click, split page, and then let me see what else it is happening on this section. Yes, okay, so somewhere here I think we can split the video again. So this section, page number 6, is where we're gonna add our text, our keyword, and then in here we have some other animations happening, but let's check that after. We're gonna add another keyword here, so go to text, add a heading, gonna change the color to white, and now type Canva updates. We share a lot of Canva updates on our videos, so I also want to mention something important here. If you are following this tutorial and you see different buttons or different features happening on your screen and you try to follow the tutorial and it's a little difficult, please go to our channel and try to find an updated video or see if we have a Canva HUD video, because in there we show a lot of new features, new tools that Canva is launching. This is important because Canva is evolving all the time and they are adding new tools almost every week. So yeah, that is just a recommendation, and I guess we can continue with the tutorial. Okay, so I have my text box and now let's add an animation. I'm gonna use again the same skate animation for this one on both and going to the right. Great. Yeah, I think this one is working as well, because when the animation is entering the screen, it is moving to the left. So this is good. Now I think I can add another keyword here at the end of this animation. So somewhere here, I think I can add another keyword. So let's split image and let's add a text box. Let me change the color, and here we're gonna write welcome. I want this animation or this YouTube intro saying people welcome to our channel. You know, it's a nice way to welcome people to your content or your channel. So let's write welcome. And then after we're gonna say to our channel. So we're gonna do that with a different video animation, but let's finish this section. We're gonna go to animate and let's use skate again. This time I'm gonna do something special here. So I want to leave the skate animation only on enter, and this time the direction we're gonna leave it to left. So let me check. Yeah, this is great. And what I like about this animation is that it ends with a plain color. So I think this section is a little too short because in 0.5 seconds, I think it's gonna be difficult for people to read the keyword. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna duplicate this page, and on the copy, which is page 9, we're gonna remove this part of the animation in which we see these shapes, you know, like these white bubbles or these shapes on the corner. We're gonna remove that part of the animation. So let's right click, split page, and this section that has all the shapes, we're gonna remove it. So delete page, and we're gonna remove the animation that we applied to the text box. So remove animation, and like this we have at least 0.8 plus 0.3 with the same keyword. So that is almost 1 second for people to be able to read the keyword. Okay, so let me check again here, page number 8, because I think the animation stayed on both. Actually, we need it just on enter. So skate enter, and like this we have the text without moving at the end of this page, and we have enough time for people to be able to read the keyword. Okay, very good. Now let's go to videos again because I want to add the final animation to this intro. And now let's try to find another animation that can go well with what we already have in here. So I'm trying to find something with the same shapes, maybe same color palette. Okay, so I think this one can work well. Let me show you the title. This one is called Pop-Up Circles Animation. So let's bring it to the end of our animation, to the plus icon. And now let's see what is happening in here. Let me see. We have a plain color where we can add our text box. And then we have some animations that can go well with the end of the intro. So let's first split these animations so we can add our text box. And then this end of the animation, we can end the animation somewhere here when we see these white lines here. So split and remove the last part. Okay, so we have the end of the animation, and then we're gonna add our last text box of the animation. So we are on page 10. Let's go to text, add a heading. I'm gonna use a white color, and in here we're gonna say to our channel. Let's make this text box bigger, and I'm gonna reduce the space in between these two lines. So somewhere here. So welcome to our channel, and we're also gonna add an animation to this text box. So go to animate. We're gonna use the animation breathe, and we're gonna leave it out. So breathe out, and I guess we are almost done with our YouTube intro. We're gonna add music. So to do this, go to the left menu and open the audio section. By the way, if you want me to create more tutorials creating content for YouTube, it can be more YouTube intro tutorials, or it can be how to create a YouTube thumbnail or anything related to YouTube, please let me know in the comments. We already have a couple of tutorials that might help you answer some of your questions, so feel free to go to our channel and browse our tutorials. I think we have already some content that might be valuable for you, but if you want to learn something in specific, please let me know in the comments. Now let's go back to the music section, and I'm trying to find the section called voice or vocal. Yeah, it is here. You will see this section right here. I'm gonna use the song called You Can Go Back. So you just need to click on the song and it will come to your animation. Okay, I did something that I always forget to do, and it is that I didn't position my guide on 0, 0. So let me delete this song, because if not, the song will start after the video starts. So let me bring my guide to 0, 0 and then select the track. Okay, so we have the song already there, and I'm gonna show you a trick which is kind of new in Canva, and it is going to help our videos sound a little bit more professional. Select the track and then go to audio effects. This is a new feature, new button in Canva, and in here we can add a fade in and fade out effect. So I'm gonna leave it to 0.5 fade in and 0.5 fade out. What these slides are doing is basically adding an effect you see here at the beginning of the video, and the fade out is here at the end of the song. This is basically starting the song from silence and then slowly increasing the audio until it reaches the normal audio level, and then at the end is going from the normal audio level or volume level to silence. So yeah, this is just a little trick. You don't need to do this last step, but this is a little detail that I think is going to help your animation or your video sound a little bit more professional. Finally, talking about little details, I think I want to add some transitions in here. So I think like going from this first animation to the second one, so from page 2 to page 3, we can add a transition. So click on the plus icon, add transition. We're gonna add the circle wipe. We're gonna leave it in. And I like this transition because on page 2 we have this animation with a circle, and then if we add the circle wipe, you see what is doing the animation or the transition. It is cropping the video into a circle, and then we start the second part of the animation. So again, this is just a little detail. It is not necessary, but it adds a little touch that makes a difference. Now let's download our animation. Before you download your animation, make sure that you don't have any typo, that all the animations have been applied correctly. You know, like just double check, and then go to the navigation bar on top, select share. From here, go to download. You're gonna leave the file type as MP4. You're gonna leave all the pages selected, and because I'm assuming you're gonna insert this YouTube intro into a video that you're gonna end up uploading to YouTube, this step is very important. We're gonna connect our social accounts to Canva, and in this case, we're gonna connect YouTube, our YouTube channel, to Canva. We do this to avoid getting copyright claims because of the song we're gonna use on this intro. This is very simple, so just click on this link, then select this option that says YouTube Connect, select the email account that is connected to your YouTube channel, select your YouTube channel, and then select Allow. Once you see the name of your YouTube channel in here, you are ready to download your video. If you want to see the final outcome, the YouTube intro that we just created, you can go back to the beginning of this video, because the intro that I used there is the same one that we just created. So you can go back to this minute. And if you want to use our 45-day free trial of Canva Pro, I'm gonna leave you guys the link in here, and also the link is in the description. And as I know that you guys are interested in learning more about YouTube, I'm gonna leave you guys a playlist in here with other tutorials that I think you're gonna find very useful. I think this is it for today. I hope that you liked this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!